Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I will be showing you how to make these baked barbecue pork ribs. So if you'd like to see how I make them, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so ingredients. The first thing you're going to need is obviously your pork ribs. I picked up 2 flaps of ribs. I didn't necessarily ask for any pounds. I just told them to give me 2 slices of them. And I picked up mine from Stater Brothers yesterday, and it came out to 5 pounds. But you guys can get your ribs wherever you like them from. We've gotten them from, where is it? Smart and Final before as well, and they're really good there too. But wherever you guys prefer to get your meat. Now, as far as everything else, you're going to need a whole bunch of condiments and stuff. I have cumin. You're gonna need brown sugar, some cooking oil, the sauce that no one can pronounce, Worcester sauce, garlic salt, paprika, barbecue sauce, chili powder, some black pepper, liquid smoke, and some salt. If you have white pepper, you can use that as well. I forgot to get some yesterday at the store, and I ran out of it, but this will do. So this is all you're going to need to get your baked ribs going. So we're gonna start by adding our brown sugar, and I suck at having any freaking measurements, so sorry about that. I'm gonna add a bit because there are 2 big old ribs. So brown sugar, some paprika. I have my smallest here, Denise. My girls are always trying to help me out. Ahorita te dejo que le pongas algo, okay? I hate when their holes are so small. Like, come on, give it to me. Okay. Me quejo por chiquitos y I'm like, okay, not too big. ¿Quién me entiende? So, cumin. Go ahead and add some of that in there. Denise, move your big head, girl. Okay. Mira, nomás las pestañotas se le miran. Some salt.
Salt. That's a lot of salt.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and add some pepper. I'll let you do that. Échale más.
That's enough.
Okay, that's enough.
Because that's a lot.
You think so?
Yep.
Okay, ahora échale
Chale.
garlic salt.
Chale.
Échale, no chale. Mira todo el pichazo. Oh my gosh. Chili powder.
Chili powder.
Okay, va a salir bien chiloso y luego no vas a comer. Okay. So, we're just gonna go ahead and whisk that all up. Go ahead and whisk that up.
I don't have that.
Okay, ella sola puede. Come on. Whisk that up, and then we're gonna get started on our barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Okay guys, so now we're gonna go ahead and get our sauce started. So you're just gonna throw in some barbecue sauce. Okay. Then we add just a teensy bit of the liquid smoke. Okay. Some garlic salt. Some Worcester sauce. Honestly, whoever named this damn sauce, like, great going. Whoever names it. Worcester sauce, como se diga. Pero lo único que huele, eso sí. Es un nombrecito, pero está bien buena. Okay, and then some salt. We can go ahead and mix that up as well. And we'll be good to get our ribs going. Oh, just the smell of it, so yummy. Okay, so let me get my ribs ready and I'll show you guys the next step, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna line my baking pan with foil first. And guys, I am not a baker whatsoever. I love to cook, but baking is definitely not my specialty. So I don't have all your baking essentials that any other baker would have. So don't judge me, but this is probably one of the only biggest trays that I have, and the ribs are pretty darn big, so that will have to do. So now let's bring in the ribs. So from here you're gonna get all of your powder that you mixed in, all your condiments. So we grab that and you're just gonna pack it up, spread it out and pack it in. Tap 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 tap, make sure you rub it all around nicely. We want to save some for the other side as well. You guys can see your ribs do have the meat side and the bony side. I like to cook them in the oven, meat side down, okay? So just like how this one, I already flipped this one over this way, that's the way I'm gonna throw it in my oven. So just tap that in, spread it out nice and evenly. Okay, para darle una buena chupada al hueso, ya que estén. I'm gonna put the rest of it on this side just because this is your meaty side that you want to have the most flavor in. So one more side on this, one more good rub before we put them in our oven. Okay, so we're done with that. Tap 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 tap. Now you go ahead and grab your cooking oil, and if you have one of those little grilling brushes, great, you can go ahead and use that, and you could use that also to rub in your sauce once these are out of the oven. But like I said, I don't use that stuff. I wouldn't need it often, so I don't have one of those little brushes. If you do, go ahead and use that, but these magic fingers work just as well. So flip those the way we're gonna throw them in our oven. Add a bit more oil onto this side as well. Okay, rub that in nicely, and then let me give my hands a good wash before we throw them in the oven, okay? But that's all you're gonna do to prep your ribs for now. If only you guys could smell this. It smells delicious. I am gonna go ahead and cover them up with foil, and now we can move on. I'm not sure if the glare from the ring light will let you guys see, because I can't even see honestly. Let me put this down. Too late. Okay, so we're gonna bake at 250, okay, because you want them to be nice and tender, and the way to get that is to put them low heat for a good amount of time. So preferably from an hour and a half to 2 hours, but I'm gonna put an hour and a half first. We'll check them, y ya si de allí miramos que necesitan más tiempo, we'll do the rest of the 30 minutes with 10-minute increments, okay? So after an hour and a half. If it still needs more, we'll do 10 minutes at a time more. And then we can go ahead and start 250 degrees for an hour and a half. Okay, so let's pop those babies in and we'll keep you guys updated. Okay, so I let the ribs cook for an hour and a half already. Be careful, okay? And at an hour and a half, I did go ahead and put the heat up higher. I put it at 350 for another 15 minutes, and then after those 15 minutes, I went ahead and flipped the ribs over to the meat side up, and I put it up even more to 400 degrees for the last 15 minutes. You can go ahead and add your barbecue at the end, but for the last 15 minutes, I'm just gonna add it now. What? Shut up, I'm recording. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it. I did go ahead and pair my ribs up with some white rice, Brussels sprouts, mashed potatoes, and gravy. Also, if you do like your ribs a little bit more baked, you can just go ahead and add about an hour or so more. But other than that, this is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys give this recipe a try, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.